welcome to Let's Talk Kentucky. I'm your host and moderator, Sherelle Roberts, and we are joined today by the Let's Talk team. They are Susan Mills, Kim Dixon, and Lisa High. Hey, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
Woo. Glad to see you.
All right.
You too.
Man, we've had a fun day. You guys have no idea. Before we get on the set, we're just over here dancing to our theme music, having a good time. It helps to get our energy up.
It does.
I love it.
It's very, very
It's a cute
fun.
song, too.
It is a good song. All right, well, we like to start every show with the talk of the town. It's a little news that folks in Kentucky are chatting about. And part of our talk of the town is Susan Mills. She is featured in this month's Tops magazine for her work as an autism advocate. So Susan, we are so proud of you, first of all.
Thank
Congrats
you.
on that.
Very proud of you. Tell us what the article's all about, and tell us what you're up to.
Well, if anyone has ever talked with me for like more than a minute, autism usually comes up in the conversation because I am very, very passionate about my advocacy for it, and promise I won't wear too many people out. but yeah, so Tops and Lex reached out and wanted to know if I wanted to speak on autism. Of course, I said yes, and then also kind of what I'm doing about it. So part of my advocacy is obviously speaking to the public about it, educating the community on ways that they can embrace my son and others on the spectrum. I think that's really important. Even though he's 9 years old, I want the world to embrace him out of high school into employment. So I want to make it my mission to get everybody ready for him because he's going to do some amazing things.
Yeah, and so tell us about these earrings because they play into the whole thing. Let's pull that hair back so we can see these earrings.
See, there's like, okay, so they're little sparrows.
They're so cute.
I know,
Yeah.
and they're kind of a rainbow sparrow.
Yeah.
So when I go and read to kids, they always, I have a dinosaur dress that I usually has dinosaurs all over it. So they call me Miss Frizzle from the Magic School Bus, which I take as the highest compliment. But I always wear fun earrings, and they love it. It's a good icebreaker. It gets them chatting.
Yes. Yep.
Beforehand, before we dig into the nitty and gritty.
And you're reading today to
Yes,
kids
yes.
your books that you've written about autism awareness and special needs awareness.
Yes, that's right. So I go to schools and libraries and really just have fun with the kids. We have all kinds of fun different activities that we do and stuff, and I always work in some of like the really important topics that we need to be having with our kids at home too. So it works out well together.
Yep.
Oh, well, we are proud of you, Susan.
Thank
you
you.
so much. Well, another talk of the town, the federal COVID pandemic emergency is ending on May 11th. This means that vaccination requirements for some workers will be lifted, but services like free COVID tests and telehealth could be rolled back. So it's taken 3 years, but we are here. This is the end of the emergency, despite the fact that COVID is still endemic with us. So it's felt like a lifetime.
Yeah, it really
finally here.
it does feel like it. And for a lot of young children, it has been a lot of their lifetimes, you know, a big chunk of it. But yeah, I mean, finally we're there, but we don't want to be too, you know, if you're susceptible to getting COVID and you have, you know, these other symptoms that could complicate it even more, you definitely have to still look at yourself. But yeah, they're kind of putting it into a category kind of like flu.
Yes,
almost.
exactly.
You know?
Exactly. This is going to be possibly a seasonal thing, maybe not, but there's going to be vaccines like there are for the flu still. So yeah, we're approaching our new normal.
Yeah, I mean, we have been living with COVID for quite a while. We knew that it was going to be a long time. I know that there have been some folks who were really hopeful, like, oh, it'll be a year and it'll be gone. But in the public health community, which I was on the board of health at that time, we knew that it was going to be 3 to 5 years. And we were trying to tell people that so they could really wrap their minds around it. But thankfully, it's 3 years and we're here. But I think it's going to change the way of life for some people because a lot of folks got really used to telehealth and not having to go into the doctor. So it'll be interesting to see how people adjust to having that maybe being off the table.
And a lot of people are going back to work now full-time and having to be in the office 5 days a week. When it had been a hybrid model for a while, and some things are changing. Some companies aren't doing that and are staying with that hybrid model. But there are a lot of adjustments that we're going to be making, I think, in the next few months.
Yeah,
I think those adjustments are good, you know, but
do too.
sometimes change is hard. And but we've if anything that we've learned, we know how to roll with the punches, and so pick up the pieces afterwards and come out stronger.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I got used to working in my pajamas. Obviously, I couldn't come in my pajamas here, so that. But yeah, you're right. Getting, working at home. Oh, yeah, for your Zoom meetings, only getting dressed from here up.
Exactly.
You can come in your jammies if you want. I love those.
No,
We should have Jammy Day.
Yeah, there we go.
That's a whole different show. All right, so coming up after the break, this is a serious one, and we really, really want to talk about it. Coming up after the break, what is the best way to talk to your kid about gun violence? Let's talk about it.
Hey there, homeowners. Are you in need of a new roof, bathroom remodel, or landscape lighting? Look no further than Arc Roofing and ABC 36's All Around the House giveaway for a chance to win a new roof from Arc Roofing, a $500 voucher for a bathroom remodel from Fryer Construction, landscape lighting from Bluegrass Irrigation, and a fire stick from Dr. Stereo. Go to WTVQ.com to enter for your chance to win an ABC 36's All Around the House giveaway.
Hi, this is Todd with Haas & Haas Properties, and we buy houses for cash. If you own a house and want to sell it fast at a fair price, call us at 859-888-2200. We can pay cash and close in as little as 10 days. We buy houses in any condition and any price range in Fayette and surrounding counties. If you own property and want to sell it fast, call us today at 859-888-2200. That's 859-888-2200.
In combat, voting falls by the wayside because the process is convoluted. The system caused me to believe that my vote may not matter. That's not what all of these men and women fought and died for. That's not what I fought for.
No one should ever have to wonder if their vote counts. As your Secretary of State, I'll make sure we're bringing truth, transparency, and leadership back to this office. On May 16th, vote for Steve Nipper, Republican Secretary of State.
My name is Jeannie. I was sitting in traffic and I was hit twice from behind by two different cars. My first thought was Morgan & Morgan. I was very surprised at how easy it was. I did not have to go into the office. I did everything by text. They needed documents. I could sign them. I could upload them. I could send them right back with ease. Anyone could do it. Call Morgan & Morgan. It's easier than you think.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Kentucky. I'm your host, Sherelle Roberts, and we are back here with the Let's Talk team, Susan Mills, Kim Dixon, and Lisa High, and it's time for something we call the Countdown Conversation. This is the part of the show where we talk about as many topics as we possibly can in 6 minutes. Ladies, are you ready?
We are ready.
Ready.
All right. Come on.
Well, let's start the clock. So, Tough Talks. How do you talk to your kids about gun violence? Recently, we've seen so many stories of kids playing in front yards being shot, kids ringing doorbells, having fun, being silly, getting shot, a cheerleader getting into the wrong car, being shot, and this is on top of the mass shootings. Guys, how do you talk to kids about this? It's everywhere. How are we doing it, Lisa?
It is. And the kids are, unfortunately, they're kind of just used to it too because they're bombarded by it all the time. You know, they don't take it as seriously. So I wanted to make sure that our kids were taking it seriously. And I had the conversation with Harrison because they were doing a practice at school on what to do if there is an active shooter. And I asked him, I said, did you take it seriously? He goes, I did, Mom, and I was grateful for that. I said, did the other kids take it seriously? He's like, oh, they were kind of, you know, joking around. But so it really alarms me, you know, that the kids wouldn't take this seriously. But at the same time, we don't want to freak him out either. But I wanted to make sure he did. And I said, how did it make you feel? Were you scared? Mm-hmm. Were you imagining yourself in that situation? He goes, yeah, you know, but he was very nonchalant about it. But I just felt like I needed to reinforce to him just how serious it is, and without freaking him out. That's the problem, you know. You don't want to freak your kids out.
Yeah, you don't want to produce anxiety with them,
exactly.
but you know that you have to address it with them. And honestly, my son's 9 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I have not had the conversation with him. We've talked about gun safety. But particularly gun violence, and he's on the autism spectrum, so there are some things that I don't feel like he's ready for yet, mm-hmm. But I can definitely see that within the next couple of years, because like, you know, to your point, he's gone through the active shooter
Yes.
you know, training at school, and so we've kind of lightly tiptoed on that subject.
Yeah, it's very hard. It really is, especially because our son has autism too, and I remember him during that time frame, you know, just not wanting to ramp up his anxiety at that point, and it's hard not to do that.
I mean,
It really
every
is.
kid is different. I was a very, very nervous child, and I was very easily frightened by things. And I don't know how my parents would have discussed that with me without, I mean, you look at the age and the child themselves, and I can't imagine how difficult that would be, and how to weigh all those things in and make sure that you're not freaking your kids out. How can, you know?
Yeah, I think the common theme that I'm hearing across the table is even when you have that conversation, it's a tough one.
It
And I
is.
think it might be good for us in the future to maybe have a child psychologist or somebody on to talk about how you have that conversation.
yeah,
So
that would be great.
We'll definitely
Yeah.
do that. All right, next topic. President Biden wants airlines to pay up if they're not holding up their end of the bargain. If they lose your luggage, if they cancel their flight, if something happens, he's saying we have to do better by passengers. So, you know, this sounds exciting, but I'm worried because I know that businesses only do the right thing when they're made to do the right thing. But because, you know, we live in a capitalist society, if they give you a voucher, if they pay for your hotel room, they're just going to pass the cost on to another consumer. And so all I see them doing is hiking up everybody's prices while pretending they're doing the right thing. What do you guys think?
I think you're right. They're going to pass that cost along to somebody. But honestly, so my family, we had a trip booked for spring break. We were flying down to Florida. We're really excited. We had everything already paid for where we were staying. At 11 o'clock the night before we were to get on our 6 a.m. flight, they canceled our flight. No reason given, and I automatically scheduled us 2 days from that reschedule. And well, we would have lost our hotel room. So it's not just the airline cost that we're losing. We're losing hotels. What if you're already on vacation? Then, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a lot.
There's a lot to consider.
Yeah.
All right, next up on the countdown convo. So the FDA is considering a birth control pill that you can access without a prescription. I am all for this. I think that in this environment where women's reproductive health care is really embattled on so many levels, that being able to have access to birth control if you need it without having to jump through a bunch of hoops, I'm here for it. Where are you guys on this?
Absolutely. Absolutely, yes. I think that's, it's so important. It's so important for women to be able to have that option ahead of time. And, you know, that way we don't even have to go into the whole abortion and all of that type of conversations. You know, let's do prevention. Let's support that. I'm 100% for it.
I think it's important for a woman to be able to make decisions for her body. It's
And I
an
think-
individual thing.
Yeah, and I think it's important to note that it has to be affordable
Yes.
as well.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely,
or it's not going to
absolutely.
Yeah.
work.
It misses the point if it's not affordable.
Yeah,
That's right.
And speaking of the birth control issue, our last one, cheap dad. So a woman got on the internet to talk about the fact that she and her husband had agreed she would have a natural childbirth. Well, of course, during the delivery, it got super duper painful because it's delivery. She had an epidural. Afterwards, the husband says, I'm not paying that bill. We agreed you'd have a natural childbirth and that epidural cost too much. What?
Oh, wow.
Are they still married?
I know. Does he have a death wish? What's
He needs to
going
be
on?
fired. Fire that guy. Get rid of him.
I'm just
Yeah.
like, what in the, you know? And then the woman is on the internet. The reason she's sharing this story is because she's trying to get people's opinions. Am I wrong? Ma'am, you just delivered a whole baby for that man.
Sir, have you had a natural birth? Have
Yeah.
you done that?
And carried for 9 months.
Yeah. So Susan, you had a good idea how she should balance out
Well,
the money.
I think, you know, in this case, we could do some negotiation. So I was like, okay, you know what? Fine, I'll pay for the epidural, but you're going to pay for the next year of diapers, baby food, clothes. We can work out the expenses.
And all the night changing, too.
Oh my God.
night feedings.
Oh, well, there's the bell. I just can't believe that burned me up. I'm glad we're going to break so I can fan and cool off. All right, coming up after the break, our special guest is Dr. Gina Wesley. She's in the house, and she'll be at the table when we come back.
Next ET, Dionne Warwick with her son Damon.
We are spilling the ET.
A special Mother's Day edition
You better not hide anything.
with big reveals. Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on ABC 36.
At Rally's, I'm in the driver's seat. Give me that $5 meal deal with a Rally Burger or a Mushroom Swiss Burger. with fries, chicken bites, and a drink for just $5. Whatever you order, only at Radley's. Get all that flavor delivered.
This year, say yes.
I couldn't be more thrilled with my results. I'm over the moon happy. Look at that waist.
Yes to confidence.
I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
Yes to a new shape.
These are my results. I am so happy.
Yes to a new you.
I'm Dr. Elena Vega. Imagine you could remove this much fat from multiple areas all at one time.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells for good.
I have the flattest tummy that I've had in 25 years.
I'm able to wear things that I never thought I would wear again.
I can wear a little black dress. I feel sexy.
Find out how you can get $250 off with our New Year exclusive offer. Call 1-888-389-3370 or go to sonobello.com.
When you watch ABC 36 News, you'll see a difference.
When severe weather strikes, the ABC 36 Storm Team has you covered.
We live and breathe solid blue sports.
We are on your side.
ABC 36, we're on your side.
Everybody plays a fool. Tell them, Judge Harvey. We want money. No exception. You lost this when she started talking.
Judge Steve Harvey premieres tonight on ABC.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Kentucky. I'm Sherelle Roberts here with the Let's Talk team, Lisa High, Kim Dixon, and Susan Mills, and we are joined by Dr. Gina Wesley. She is the program director for the Standardized Patient Program at University of Kentucky. Hello.
Hello, welcome to the table.
Thank
you so much. I'm so excited to be here.
We're so excited to have you here and in the theme colors.
That's right.
Love it, love it, love it.
She's prepared.
Absolutely. So, Dr. Wesley, tell us about the Standardized Patient Program. What are you guys doing there?
It's an absolutely wonderful program that is at the College of Medicine at the University of Kentucky. And UK actually has one of the oldest standardized patient programs in the country. It's very well established, very well funded, and very successful. So what we do is we provide patients for students, not only medical students, but dental, dietetic, pharmacy, anyone really who needs to practice interacting with professionals. And we provide the patients for them to practice on. So we train them on how to give a history, how to do a physical exam, right? And these very basic skills that can also evolve as the students get older to focusing on communication, things like delivering bad news. These tasks that are so super tough that doctors and nurses and healthcare professionals work with every single day. And before programs like this, they didn't get that kind of practice.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Susan, or Lord, I'm calling you Susan. So Kim.
Fine, she's cool.
Kim, yeah.
We'll respond.
So
really
Kim,
cool.
you actually work with this program. We do want to say that for full disclosure, but you
Yes.
work with this program.
It is one of the most amazing things that I have ever done in my life. I feel like I'm really contributing to our students' education and the idea that they get to work with people that aren't real patients yet, to give them that practice. It means so much to me as a person to be able to contribute that to our next generation of doctors and nurses and allied health professionals. So, Dr. Wesley, are students in the program being trained on implicit bias in medicine to ensure that diverse patients don't have disparate outcomes, like, for example, maternal care?
Absolutely. And so this is one of the things that is evolving in medical education. We're still learning what we need to provide to our students, but is absolutely in process. We're taking our early steps in this area, and I'm so excited to be a part of the growth so that we're able to address all kinds of medical disparities that our patient population in Kentucky and really across the country deals with on a day-to-day basis.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're talking about growth. So part of your growth in this program is actually recruiting these patients. So what types of patients do you look for, or how does that work?
That's a great question. So one of the things we want to do is make sure that the patient population that we provide our students represents the patient population of this area. And so we are always on the lookout for standardized patients. In particular, there are challenges to recruiting people of color, really young people. Really young people are often in school, so it's tough to find them. But if your schedule is flexible and you would be interested in participating and giving back the way Kim does so beautifally, we would love to hear from you. So I think we're going to provide my
go ahead and tell them we have it.
Great. We're going to give my email address. It's gina.wesley@uky.edu. So hopefully you get the spelling on screen for you. I would love to hear from you and answer any questions you might have.
Yeah, well, Dr. Wesley, thank you so much for being here and for telling us about this amazing program. And really do hope that folks will come and join so that your population can look like the population of Lexington and Central Kentucky.
I would love that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. All right, everybody, stay with us. Coming up after the break, it's Teacher Appreciation Week, and we'll tell you why this one might be extra sweet for the teachers.
Why sell your car at WeBuyAnyCar.com? Because selling it yourself means dealing with...
Okay, I'll give you half now. Okay, and this.
This is mine. Don't suffer selling your car on your own. Visit WeBuyAnyCar.com to see what your car's worth. We make it easy. Get in, get out, and get paid at a fair price.
Nice.
Get your free online valuation now at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
If you've been hurt in a car wreck, there's only one thing you need to do. Call 800-800-4600. We stand up to the insurance company for all the money you deserve. Call 800-800-4600. We know how to turn low insurance offers into big settlements. Call 800-800-4600. When you need a lawyer, ask anyone in Kentucky. They'll say, get Hughes & Coleman and get it done. Call 800-800-4600.
Are your windows drafty, broken, or is your energy bill on the rise? Champion is here to help. It's Champion's big window sale, and we're celebrating with buy 2 windows, get 2 free. At Champion, we design new windows specific to your home's needs. Then they are built in our very own factory, installed by a team of professionals, and guaranteed for a lifetime by our best-in-class warranty.
Discover the difference. Buy 2 windows, get 2 free. Call or go online to book your free estimate at getchampionwindows.com.
My name is Andrew Cooperrider. I'm the Republican candidate for Kentucky State Treasurer. I'm a Christian, a family man, and a small business owner. You may remember me from one of my businesses, Brood, the coffee shop in Lexington that refused to shut down to Beshear's overreaching mandates. One thing has become very clear over the last several years. Our state government has gotten way too big and way too powerful. As state treasurer, we're going to follow the money to crush corruption and get government out of our lives. So in May, vote for me, Andrew Cooperrider, for Kentucky State Treasurer.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Kentucky. I'm your host, Sherelle Roberts, along with our Let's Talk team, Susan Mills, Kim Dixon, and Lisa High. And it's time to talk about what in the world is trending. And Teacher Appreciation Week is trending. It's May 8th through the 12th, and lots of retailers are offering some special discounts for teachers because, shoot, they deserve it. Websites like ShareID.com have compiled lists of discounts for teachers, so you can head over there and take a look. These feature everything from food and clothing discounts, as well as big ticket items like a Caribbean vacation discount. I am here for that. But you know what? Teachers really, really work so hard. And it is, so I only do college students. That's way different than the little ones. Woo, it's a hard job.
And a lot of people, I think it's maybe like a 9-month kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's not. It is around the clock during the year. And I know my son's teachers deserve absolutely all the kudos in the world.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, honestly, it shouldn't be just limited to a week or a month. It should be year-round. I feel like, you know, our teachers are always struggling for their pay. And I feel like what a great way to make the money that they do make go further than to allow discounts like this on an annual basis all the time.
Agreed. There are some businesses that do that will always offer a teacher and a military discount.
Yes.
And I love that. I think that's so appropriate.
That is a really good point. Come on, Lisa, that's a good idea.
They come out every once in a while, Sherelle.
She's a keeper.
Well, everybody, Let's Talk Kentucky is all about informing, entertaining, and uplifting women. So we like to end every show by highlighting an outstanding person who is making her family or community better. Today's woman we're talking about is Jo Ellen Wilhoit. Jo Ellen is the philanthropy director at The Nest. She serves on so many public boards, and also she is the author of a children's book called Safety Safari. And that particular book is made for kids and parents to sit down and talk together about different safety scenarios, stranger danger, things like that, so that they can be safe, helping parents have those tough conversations. So congratulations, Jo Ellen. You are a woman worth talking about.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes,
Love that.
congratulations. And everybody, don't forget to sign up for our Mama Makeover giveaway. Mother's Day is right around the corner. Now listen, you've got to get your mom something, but you could have a chance to get her a big something if you sign up for this contest. Go over to our website, WTVQ.com, and click on the contest tab, and you can sign up over there.
Yes, do it.
This is such a good one. Such a good one.
We love our mamas.
And everybody, don't forget to head over to our Instagram page so you can get some behind the scenes information and see all our shenanigans, like our dance breaks after the cameras turn off. Our Instagram is at Let's Talk Kentucky. All right, well, thanks everybody for tuning in. We will see you tomorrow with another special guest and more very spicy talk.